You leave me.
What's up, Jared? How you doing?
You leave me in the dark.
Oh, dude, that sucks. But
you have some Ritalin or Adderall I could take, or so I can get through. I just need to get great.
I mean, I do, dude. I mean, that's kind of dangerous. That'll help you at all.
I take the side effects of living up on that party again. The
dark side of your
That's kind of my thing.
I guess because I mean, okay, dude.
my
I guess.
companions.
Just give me the whole bottle, dude.
Your love's like the moon's reflection.
Hi, I'm Evan.
Hi, I'm Jared, and we're here to talk to you about
And I'm learning how to sing. Learning how.
Prescription drug abuse is a common problem among the youth these days, but in this documentary, we're going to focus on one particular problem of this abuse: college and high school students using Ritalin and Adderall for studying when it is not prescribed to them.
Throughout this documentary, you will hear from a professional facts from myself, the common citizen, and to someone that is prescribed.
Are you informed that there's a growing problem of prescription drug abuse, specifically Adderall and Ritalin, among college and high school students used for studying?
Yeah, I think the abuse of prescription medications is growing. A lot of college and high school students are starting to substitute them for other illegal drugs like marijuana and cocaine.
Prescription drug abuse is a widely growing problem among this nation. Teenagers and college students are widely abusing this just to study for tests. But little do you know, this is not a wonder drug that makes you smarter.
Do you think it is okay for people that do not have ADHD to use unprescribed medicine like Ritalin or Adderall?
No, I do not, because it just causes problems for them after they're done using it, and I just think that it's a crutch. They rely on it because they want to do better, but actually, I mean, the reason why it's made is to help people like me, so I think they're just abusing it.
Symptoms of abusing Adderall and Ritalin are severe allergic reactions, either rashes, hives, or itching, swelling of the mouth, face, or lips, change in sexual ability or irregular heartbeat, fever, chills, or sore throat, or vision problems, and severe stomach pain, severe weight loss, shortness of breath, and sudden or severe dizziness or vomiting.
What is your opinion on college and high school students using Adderall or Ritalin to study even though it is not prescribed to them?
I think that the use of Adderall or Ritalin is perfectly fine for college students who have a clearly defined diagnosis of ADHD or the other variety of indications that Adderall or Ritalin has. The abuse of it, or college kids sharing their medications, is very dangerous in the sense that you're giving a medication to someone who it's not prescribed to, and they might have medical conditions that stop them from taking that medication. So it's a really dicey area, and it can get college kids into a lot of trouble when there's either selling Adderall or giving it to friends to help study for tests.
What is your opinion on college and high school students using Adderall or Ritalin to study even though it's not prescribed to them?
I mean, I think it's like any drug abuse. It's something that should be done. I mean, students do it, but students also do illegal stuff that maybe they shouldn't be doing. I just think that if it's not something that's been prescribed to you, then it's a form of drug abuse, and it's something that you should only use if you've been prescribed it by a doctor.
Ritalin is a stimulant that increases dopamine levels in the brain and which makes you feel good. For ADD and ADHD students, it creates focus and concentration. For people that use Ritalin or Adderall without this disorder of ADD or ADHD, if used regularly, can cause possible ADD and ADHD symptoms after they are done with the use until the body reboots. This usually takes 2 to 3 weeks.
Percent of kids get their hands on prescription drugs like Adderall or Ritalin by stealing it from friends, family members, and other people.
What do you think can be done to solve this problem?
I mean, I think that, like anything, parents have to be involved, and if they have a son or a daughter that's abusing the medicine, the prescriptions that have been prescribed to them, then they should be the number one individuals to stop that. It's a tough situation, and I don't know how you fix it. You can't control an individual's every actions, and if they have this these pills that have been prescribed to them, then they're able to go out and sell it to their friends. Now, maybe it's a situation where you can't have this stuff in school, on school grounds. You take it before you come to school. I don't know. I guess it doesn't eliminate every situation, but it might make it more difficult for students that haven't been prescribed that medicine to obtain it.
Do you think Adderall or Ritalin is an effective product?
I do think it's an effective product for those who it's prescribed to. I think a lot of high school and college kids, they think that it's a wonder drug that's going to make them smarter or make them better able to perform well on the test, and that's just, it's really not true. Although it's not the same thing as an amphetamine, it's a derivative of an amphetamine, so it's going to help you concentrate, but really the best use is for people who have actual clinical diagnosis of ADHD or the other indications that the medication has.
Have you ever used Adderall or Ritalin for uses other than controlling ADD or ADHD?
I have never been diagnosed with ADD or ADHD, and it's not something that, to the best of my knowledge, people even used when I was in high school or when I was in college, and I don't feel like I'm that much removed from college, but it's not something that I was aware of people doing unless they had a attention deficit disorder, unless they were prescribed it by a doctor. So no, I've never used it. I can't even think of close friends really that have used it.
Ritalin, better known as kibbles and bits or pineapple, if abused, can have the same side effects as cocaine.
What do you think would be a better idea, to tighten up prescriptions and to who is prescribed to, or make a less effective over-the-counter drug?
I think they're both good options. I just think the over-the-counter drug could get really abused, and I think could become something really bad. So, I don't know. I mean, I think that the first option is probably the best, because some people that I know that have it shouldn't have it. So.
A possible solution is creating a lower dosage over-the-counter Adderall or Ritalin that can be used by people that is not prescribed to. Do you think this would be effective or not?
I don't think that having a lower dose of a medication like that would be effective. Just because Adderall or Ritalin, it's a Schedule II controlled substance, and even if you cut down a dosage of 5 milligrams to 2.5 milligrams, you still can't sell it over the counter. So in answer to the question, I don't think it would be effective to offer it over the counter, and I believe that the abuse of the substance would keep rising if people could access it without a prescription.
A possible solution for this drug abuse is creating a lower dosage over-the-counter Adderall or Ritalin that can be used by people that is not prescribed to. What is your opinion on this, and why do you think it would be effective?
Why do I think it would be effective?
Yes.
I guess if research was done and there was no concerns or no issues with a lower dosage being available over the counter, and it was something that was approved, by the medical field, then that's fine. Then I guess that's a possible solution. It would eliminate some of the abuse that maybe is taking place now by students and by other individuals that are selling their pills or however they're obtaining them. I'm not saying that I necessarily think it's the right solution, but I guess it would be a possible solution.